Hello everybody, this is Dr. Willow Ariella coming to you almost live, almost real time. I am going to be talking about research in this mini lecture. Um, this is based on some information in your textbook, but also some other reflections of mine. I consider research and the chapter on research to me the most important chapter on information in this class for many reasons, a couple of which are that research is the foundation of your text and just about every academic kind of textbook that you read. Some literature English classes may not be research-based, but some could be. Anyway, and just about any science, social science, history, philosophy, religion, etc. A lot of that information and your texts are based on research, people conducting research. So we're going to go over that kind of stuff a little bit. So research is the entire foundation for, or the foundation for your entire text. In this class and many other classes. So it's really important that you understand the concepts as best you can, and that's one of the reasons why you have the research concepts assignment that you do. Research for this text and most other texts is conducted in many different ways. There's no right one way to do research. There's no best way to do research. The main criteria is that you choose the best method for your research question. And so one of the things that your authors talk about in your text is nature versus nurture. This debate really is no longer a debate. There's no nature versus nurture anymore. It's really more about people, researchers, looking at how much nature can and does and might influence some aspect in this class, for example, of human growth and development, and how much nature might impact. So what we're talking about in nature is genes, genetics, biology, and nurture is environment. And so there's no question among researchers, or most researchers now, that they are both very important, and it's sometimes difficult to tease out which ones might be more important in certain circumstances than others. And so that can get tricky. But they are definitely both very important in looking at human development. The sections on research methods and designs. One of the things that your authors talk about is hypothesis. Hypotheses are sometimes thought of as guesses, and they really aren't guesses. Scientific hypotheses are really more educated predictions, and the predictions are based on people conducting what are called literature searches, where researchers look through what other people have already studied, written about, and conducted research on, and some of the results that they've obtained. And then based on a research question or a question that someone wants to explore, they create a hypothesis. And the hypothesis helps direct the research, and it points to the things that the researcher is expecting to find, but is also prepared to be negated or proved wrong. So hypotheses can be proved and they can be disproved, and true researchers, people who want to conduct accurate, valid research, are open to having their hypotheses proved wrong. So, hypotheses are used to predict the results of a research study, and then theories are created by people conducting research, looking at the results, looking at the data, and then doing it some more, and then looking at a whole bunch of data, and then saying, these data seem to indicate that when this happens, this happens. Or these data seem to indicate that when human beings do X, then Y tends to result. Or when people behave in a certain way, they tend to get these certain results. Or a theory can try to explain human behavior, or give a general description of it, but there are almost always exceptions to theories. So theories are general statements, but they are based on lots of other research. And, just like hypotheses, they can be proven to be inaccurate, or people kind of debate or critique theories and show, so other people conduct research to see if a theory holds up or seems to generally be true in the situations that the theory is trying to explain. Or people can critique the theory and say, you know, I just don't think this general statement really is saying what people think it says. There are just too many gaps in it. And so we're going to be discussing theories, but the one in your textbook talks about aging, and how people, as they age, their brains change. And the authors mention this as a biological perspective theory or general statement. So again, both theories and hypotheses are created or formulated based on data, based on research. And then the textbook describes different kinds of methods of research. And I'm going to stop the video here. Oops. I'm almost out of time to go on to the next one.